Hello everyone, I am your host for the day and I welcome you all to the CHARCHA with Entrepreneur/Creator episode 1. Today with us I am having Riten with us and I welcome Riten to our channel. Welcome Riten.
Hi Srishti, thanks for having me here. So I'm really excited to be here, so yeah.
Yeah, it's my pleasure and I want Riten to introduce yourself to our audience.
Okay, so hello everyone. This is Riten. So I'm from Fueler. So Fueler is an online platform where you are able to showcase your work. Okay, so currently whatever you are learning, it's very important what you are able to put into the table, right? So in order to understand, in order to prove what you have learned, you have to create something out of it. Okay, so we enable that through Fueler, where you can showcase all your projects, and it doesn't have to be say any specific. It can be from any domain. You can create projects and showcase there. Okay, so it's a very simple tool. Please go and check out. Okay, it will help you land better opportunities, because when you are able to say that this is something I can create for you, and you are able to pitch it, so that is how you can land opportunities, be it for freelancers, be it for internship, be it for full-time job. It works everywhere. So yeah.
That's great. Like how you came across this idea for building platform like Fueler, like what inspires you and how you came across ki yahi banana hai.
Okay, so thanks for the question. Actually, so Fueler came out of a personal experience, so it was all because of proof of my personal proof of work. It has been very close to me. Okay, so for last 3-4 years I have been into freelancing, working with brands, so where the only point that I saw that that made me convince our client is proof of work. They are able to connect with themselves. They were able to hey, this is something I need for my brand as well, so are you able to do it? So I was like, yes, absolutely. Though I was like, yeah, this is something has been very impactful for any freelancers, or say any individual who are into their college days especially. Okay, also applying for full time. So I was like, let's take it to the world and spread the idea. Okay, also Fueler Fueler came out of a pivot as well. Okay, so we were building something else previously, then we pivoted to Fueler when we saw this is the right target audience that we want to build for, where they would be able to present themselves. Okay, so because currently what happens is when we learn something, okay, this is where learning happens, and this is where opportunities happens, right, where we make money, actual money, and in between there is this validation. Okay, there is this layer of validation where you get to prove yourself, right? So currently the things are changing. Previously we used to assume that this person has learned something, so he is able to, or she is able to do that stuff, but it's not true. At the moment there is this layer of validation where you have to actually prove yourself, right? And how do you prove yourself? That is by showcasing what you can do, right? So proof of work can be anything, right? Whatever you have learned, you can write about it, you can write case studies about it, you can create decks around it, you can build projects around it. Okay, so there are a lot of things that you can try out. Also, we have a section on Fueler where say you can get 200 plus proof of work ideas across marketing, design, development, and product management as well. So anybody, especially our users, they use this, they pick out ideas from there. Okay, and most importantly, when you are applying for any opportunities at any company, be it for full-time internship or freelancing, it's very important to create this profiling, right? So understand what exactly they need. So based on that, if you can say come up with your own idea, yeah, this is something, let me create it, okay, for them, and maybe I'll be pitching it to them, so it builds conviction. So this is something very powerful, and we found that proof of work to be a welcome entry for yourself. Okay, most of the interviews are being cleared just by this. A lot of our user, what actually happened, I'll tell you. So a lot of time we get these stories. Okay, so what actually happened, they already share their work. Okay, and they the interviewers, they already love the work. It's like whenever they get on a call, they don't discuss work. Okay, it's like they have already selected it, just they want to understand more about them. So they're literally doing the culture fit test, nothing else. So they're already selected based on the work. So that is how powerful is your proof of work. And having proof of work is like having a wildcard entry to any organization you want to go into, right? Yeah.
Right. So I guess that's really important, because it will save so much time, because a recruiter wants you to showcase your work on the Google Meet call or so and so interview.
Correct.
So it will save lots and lots of time. Plus it will give opportunities to the one who is looking for more and more opportunities in any field. So yeah.
Correct. It gives you that leverage,
Right.
Gives
leverage
you that leverage, yes, to like, and I'm super happy that you mentioned time, because time is the only like what, like asset, okay, that is very limited to everyone, right? And
Exactly.
trust me, companies spend a lot of time going through these applications and resumes, okay, so where they filter out people based on different parameters, okay. But currently what we do is like, whenever they come to Fueler, they like literally go to the profiles and they get to see the work. Based on that, they filter out people, and then they go on a call with them and connect with them. So that is super fast. Recently,
Right.
I'll be giving an example of Dukan. Okay, so like they have done 10-minute interview for
Interview.
say internship, you know. So that is the quickest one I have heard till date, you know, where it's crazy, okay, like what Subhas sir is doing, you know. So like in within 10 minutes you can decide, yeah, your future is decided, like to which brand you are going to work with, right? So that is super crazy, and the only thing that enables is your proof of work, right? So whenever you get on a
Exactly.
call, you share your screen, you show what you have done, and just by talking with yourself, okay, just by talking with you, I can know if you are actually the right candidate for us or not, right? So that is how powerful is proof of work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's true. So how do you work on a problem statement in your initial days, like when you were about to start the working on this fueler?
Yeah, so like as I told, like we pivoted from other platform, you know. So previously it was something else. Back in my college days, you know, like I had friends, and like they were and obviously like a lot of us have friends, you know, and they always keep telling this one thing, you know. So there is no job in the market, ab padhai karke kya
Right.
hoga, nahi hoga, you know. So so yeah, like there are these use cases, right? So we thought, no, this is not true. Okay, there are jobs in the market. It just like we are not able to discover those, you know. It just we are not capable enough to work on those, right? So we thought, let's work on a platform where we'd be inviting companies, okay, and they would be posting up their opportunities, and we'll be bring up people who are interested to apply, and simple, it's very simple. I thought idea would be enough, but yes, reality happened. Okay, we understood this is not actually how things work, you know. You have to take care of a lot of other stuff also. You have to become the right person yourself to work on an idea. That is something I have learned a lot. Again, that is super important, that a lot of people miss out. Okay, you have to be the
Exactly.
right person to work on the idea, and every day you have to keep refining yourself, okay, to become the best person, or say the right person to work on that particular idea. Okay, because a lot of
Absolutely.
people are going to ask you, okay, why you are doing it, and why not other person, right? So that is something you have to answer, say like every day. And obviously you'll feel yourself, okay, you will feel this yourself. So anyways, back to the point where I thought maybe that thing will be enough, and we literally started building those, you know. But in 2020, like we understood that we are taking a wrong approach, where because like we were bringing in companies, right? So it was like bringing in franchises without having the IPL team. Okay,
Okay.
so we didn't have any IPL players, and like no players and no team. So how we can bring out franchises, right? So that was the time we realized that we were doing it very wrong. Also, that was the time we joined Twitter. Okay, so
Okay.
previously we were very active on different other platforms. Okay, we were active on Instagram. That was our one of the biggest mistake that we made, because when you're building a startup, okay, it's very important to find people who would provide you feedback. You know, it's very important to find that initial set of users, or say tribe, where they would appreciate, or at least they will give you some sort of idea, or say like feedbacks around what you're thinking. Okay, is it something valuable or not? Okay, so back then we joined Twitter, and the best part about that was we took it very seriously. Okay, like seriously, as in like we started building our community over there. You know, we started building community and content, okay, for our community, because we understood what exactly they need. Okay, that's when we pivoted to this idea. Okay, idea as in we took proof of work very seriously, and we like solely focus on this particular thing. Okay, once we build this tool for anybody and make it mainstream for a lot of people, okay, so eventually things will what things will unfold, and yes, people would be able
Right.
to leverage it. So yeah, that is
Yeah.
when we pivoted, and last year May, same time, May 15th, May 2021, we changed the name. Okay, so
Okay.
we changed the name to Fueler. Okay, so after that, yes, I guess that was one of our best decisions, because yes, name really matters. I don't know, like
Exactly.
lot of people care for this, but if you're building for, say, a consumer point of view, okay, so
Hmm.
name really matters. Okay, so how you are connecting with others, that really matters. So currently it's Fueler, and it represents an individual. Okay, so you as an individual, what you can bring to the table, that what you can, how you can fuel some
True.
company or any
Hmm.
organization. So that is where our name, that is how our name came into place.
Yeah. like fuel basically like lights up the fire and all. So
Yes,
that's
absolutely.
how
Like,
your work lights up your
correct. You're as an individual, like what you can bring to the table, right? So your fueler profile actually proves that yes, this person has capability of fueling this, you know. So that is how it came into the picture. So that was our story. So if I address your question again here, so it's basically like you have to find your initial set of users, okay, users or say community, okay, whatever product you are building, try to go in front of them, talk a lot of them, okay. Like one of the mistake that especially entrepreneurs or say like first time founders or say whoever trying out new projects they make is they start building stuff, okay. So that is one of the, I won't be saying it mistake, it's just like one of the way you can build validation for your work, for your project, okay. Go talk to your users, you know, let them know what you are building, share with them, okay. Don't live in the fear that like they will steal your idea and stuff, because trust me, building a like a startup then a company is super tough, okay. Starting from zero to take it to 0 to 1, it's a very big journey. It's a journey worth 5 to 10 years, okay. So you cannot expect someone to take up your idea and build it on your own, right?
right. So
So
like
yeah.
how you call company on your platform, how you list that company, and what is the whole process behind that? Please enlighten
Yeah,
us.
previously we were doing that. So currently we are not focused on that, you know. So as
Okay.
I said, we pivoted that thing. We pivoted from that model where previously we were bringing out companies and at least telling them, ki, hey, like, would you like to hire people? So if you're hiring someone, please let me know. Would help you, okay, on our platform, through our platform. So Fueler, like currently we are focused. We're totally not focused on that. We are focusing on the individual side of the view where we are helping them create value for themselves, you know. How? Because how? By creating proof of work, help guiding them through a proof of work, what they can do, what they should do, okay. How to study a company, how to study a startup, okay. So we have our own cohorts and stuff, okay, where we discuss things, okay. We hold small workshop collaborating with other brands, okay. So that way we're able to tell them, give them an idea how to study a brand, okay. What are the things that you should be creating, so that when you're pitching to them, it's relevant for them, you know.
Okay.
So yeah, like currently you're not focused on brands, we have just focused on the users point of view, where you can say the creators or the individuals who are creating works. That is what we're
Okay.
focusing at the moment.
So like the companies which is like listing themselves for internships, they're full time. So they are listing on their own self, or what is the like process behind that?
No, currently, actually, as I said, like they're not. It's there is nothing on Fueler where
Okay.
companies can list out their opportunities or anything.
Mhm.
Fueler, what it does is like for to help for this front, what it does, like we send opportunities every week. Okay, we connect with the
Okay.
brand, take up their opportunities. Okay, and we send this to our users. Okay, every week on Monday. So it's like
Okay.
whoever has published any of their at least one of their work on Fueler, so they'll
Hmm.
be eligible for this. It's for free, like we're just doing it for free. Where whoever has joined Fueler and at least has published one of their work, okay, they'll be getting opportunities on their email ID every week on Monday, okay. So the opportunities are around development, design, marketing, okay, Web3 and product management. So we are sending opportunity across five thing. And apart from that, we have a community where we send opportunities based on proof of work. Say there are a lot of companies who hire community managers, you know, they hire
Right.
freelancers, right? So yeah, like a lot of things are happening at the moment, like because companies are taking a notice, you know, they are actually happy that yes, this is something that will save their time, because they don't have to go with the tedious process, okay, where someone is hiding behind. Currently they just see the work, just connect with them, hey, like I saw your work, are you available for this? So yeah, we are going to make it very simple and smooth again in the future. And yes, we are trying to build this platform for a generalist individual where you are good at a lot of stuff. Okay.
Okay,
So
that's
yeah.
great. I mean, like, so, like, if you don't mind, like, how do you generate revenue from this if you're providing it for free to every user?
Okay. Yes. So currently, like Fueler is for free. Okay. So there is nil, no revenue from Fueler. Okay. So yes, user can upgrade. Okay. They can
Okay.
upgrade their profile where they'll be getting extra features. Okay. That's how you are that's how we are. that's how we are generating revenue. But currently it's not again our focus, okay, because we need to create value first. Okay, we have understood that very soon, because when you're pushing it for profit and asking users to pay, that is a very I guess worst way to build for us at the moment. Okay, so what we have figured out, the reaching out to people who can actually pay, the people as in the organization, they are currently paying for hiring people, right? They are the one who are actually paying, right? So like currently Fueler is for free. Okay, anybody can come, they can join Fueler. If they want extra feature, they can upgrade. Okay, and that is how like we are going. And as I told, we are bootstrapping at the moment, and it's self-funded. Okay, so that is how we are growing Fueler to say like uh, to more users, so after that we'll open up other scope of it also. Like we'll be experimenting with the cohort part of it. Okay, there are new things we are building up. So for example, as an individual, I can showcase my proof of work, right? But what if there are workshops, what if there are cohorts, even they have their proof of work, right? So we are trying to cater to those, so maybe from that we'll be able to generate revenue. Okay, so yeah,
that's great. Like there are some future plans, but currently you're focusing on like generating value, not generating but providing value.
Correct, absolutely. Because that is how word of mouth happens, and we are hell bent on consumer surplus, creating consumer surplus where users like user goes through the platform, like use it really well, uses it well, and get opportunities, and based on that they connect with us. So that is providing the value is our main priority. Obviously, it is tough for us at the moment, but yes, things will change over time. But yes, this is going well.
Yeah, that's great. So moving on to the next question, like, like nowadays people really want to be a founder or they want to start some startup. But like, I want to ask you, like, do you believe you are able to build this alone, like without a team?
Okay. No, absolutely no. This is not, yeah. So like what exactly happens is, like whenever you are building, like and obviously a lot of time it depends on your idea. Okay, so when you're testing it out, okay, you can try it alone. Okay, there is another catch to it. Okay, so I get a lot of messages, like they ask me this question. Okay, so like how do you find co-founders? How do you find partners? Okay, so I'm like, yeah, like don't wait for it. If you're very passionate about it, at least create content around this. Okay, at least try to go to the market. Okay, create social channels, at least create awareness around this. Okay, if you're B2B, then the approach would be different, but if you're B2C, okay, please try to create content and at least start. Okay, don't wait for some partners or co-founders, because a lot of people waste time this way. They simply give an excuse. Okay, this is unbelievable that they give an excuse that I don't have any co-founder, so that I cannot do a startup. So I don't think this is a point one should make. If you're driven enough, okay, if you really want to do something, just go out and create some content around this. At least build some traction, build some momentum. Okay, because content creation is not something not learnable. It's something you can learn. It's something that you can learn over time, right? You can create content, you can build traction on your idea, like build your audience. Okay, build community around that. So yes, absolutely. Over time, team is super important. Even for me, even a Fueler exists today because it's for the team. Obviously, like the team has been divided into different parts. I'm sitting here, I'm talking to you, but see, like the team is working, right? They are putting in work, right? So they are very hardworking. I'm very blessed. You can say very blessed. And yes, we have worked very hard to come until here, and obviously we are ready to go more. Okay, so yes, team is important, I would say, but don't wait for the don't wait for team and stuff before starting. I would say just go do stuff, build some traction, and bring people on your journey. Okay, that's easy. That is the way you should go. Okay, because if you say ki, I have some $1 billion idea, a lot of people say this, like I have a $1 billion idea, I'll just make a what may make a combination of Facebook, Twitter, Flipkart, everything. I'll just make a platform, and it would become a $1 billion idea. So I often get such things. So don't be that person. Okay, start with something. Okay, go to market, research it. Okay, yeah. So like actually like to explain this, I made a sketch for this. So currently I don't have that book with me. So it's about different perspective. Back in our college days, what actually happens is our insights are very limited. So over time, when you go into industry, your insights goes very big, so you get to the top of the peak and you can see the world what's happening, but it's very limited to college. So without any exploring a lot of ideas, we think like this is not in the market, so we start building them. Yeah, so that is one of the thing one should take care of. At least study the market, see what's not there. Okay, how you can position yourself, and if somebody has done already, so how you can be different, okay, from those. So these are some of the things one can keep their mind when they are starting out.
Exactly. And some people, like in starting, they just give up because they don't able to find a team, or they are just looking for a partner. They feel so stuck that they just decided to give up. But honestly, I suggest ki give up nahi karna chahiye. You just have to keep on moving and running with the momentum.
Absolutely. Like, yes, do something, like create something, right? Whatever you are doing, at least try to build an audience, at least build your personal brand. Okay, so
Exactly.
I don't think that is super tough. Like, obviously there are people who say like, I'm an introvert, I cannot do, but see, it's worth it. Okay, आपको startup करना है तो यार आपको, you have to change yourself, right? You have to
exactly.
work on fire, like, so yes, that is something you have to do, and this is nothing. Being a founder, being a team member, आपको कुछ बार you have to do a lot of stuff जो आपने पहले नहीं किया हो कभी,
Absolutely.
So you have to take care of those things, you have to build things, and yes, बहुत कुछ करना पड़ेगा. Yes.
Yeah, you have to be like out of your comfort zone, and you have to talk to people. Though you will be anxious like in starting, but then you will get the hang of that specific thing.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah. So moving on to like mistakes you did when you like started your career, but mistakes you think you did while starting your career.
Okay, mistakes are important because that helps you learn things, So for me, I guess it was not taking Twitter seriously. Okay, that is something I keep number one, So apart from that, I guess yes, Twitter, because just by using Twitter, you can get to connect with a lot of people. Okay, maybe like in building connection. Okay, reaching out to people. Okay, and I guess this is one of the mistake I would say. Okay, because I was on Twitter, but I didn't take it seriously, and the reason being is very simple. You didn't find your right community, But if you end up in the right part of the Twitter, it can do magic for you. Okay, every day I get to see magic happening on Twitter. How life has changed for a lot of people. This really happens. It's actually true. So yeah, that is how powerful social media platforms are. Okay, so for me, it's about Twitter. Okay, going there and trying it out, like being more active there. Okay, trying to create value for the community. And I guess most of the mistakes are defining us at the moment. If we never made those mistakes, would have never existed, right? So yeah, this
even
is how I
like even I made this like daily habit of doing, or you can say posting on Twitter, because I literally see stuffs going on Twitter, and people are tweeting so and so stuff. Even they tweet about their personal life, see this, see that, and I'm like, still people are getting retweets, and uske baad they are getting so much likes and comments. So eventually they are building the network. So I can also see the game going on Twitter.
Correct. They are building the network, they are building the personal brand, and currently there are a lot of shit posting as well, like, so Twitter is like a lot of, so like when you shit post, you get a lot of engagements. Okay, but again, it's your priority. Okay, it's your priority again, where you are trying to, like, what you are trying to do. Okay, so that's on you again, like you're trying to create value for the community, you're trying to create something. So it's on you again what you do. But I would say on Twitter, you find your relevant audience where they can provide value to you. Okay, so you can anytime reach out to those people, ask them your feedback and stuff. They'll help you out.
Right, that's true. So like how you plan the marketing of your product and build network of your product.
Okay, so you can say like we are quite behind for that, still very behind for that, because like there are very very how do we say, like, very obvious questions that we get around Fueler. Okay, so like we are like, we need to create more content around marketing and stuff, so create more awareness. Okay, how things work and stuff. Okay, so like, yeah, for marketing, like, I guess we are value driven at the moment. Okay, based on community, you can say we create content for the community. Okay, and try to reach out to those people, help them with that. And for our marketing strategy, it's very simple. like just observe. Okay, I would say just observe what your audience want. Okay, how you can help them. Okay, don't just tell about the features, tell about the benefits. Okay, how you can improve their life. Okay, so that is something your priority should be when you are marketing about your product. Okay, don't just go and tell them that this is the feature, you should use this stuff. Okay, at least tell that for one time, where when out of 10 time. Okay, and for the rest 9 times, at least you have to tell them what are the benefits of it, or how you can leverage it fully, where you can go from point A to point B. So you have to
Right.
always create such storytelling, like content, and valuable content that creates value for others, even though they're not you're using their product, but at least they're aware about your product, so when it's time they'll use it. Okay. So that is how we are working around our marketing at the moment, creating value for the community. And currently we are also active on LinkedIn. Previously we are very, very super active on Twitter. Currently we have 4,500 followers there. Okay, so we are very nearly reaching to 5,000. So like also we currently active on LinkedIn. It will I hope it will give us traction. Okay, reach more people. Yes.
Yeah, I guess LinkedIn is one of the professional platform where we can grow ourselves and like showcase our product as well.
Correct. Yes. So, yes, like not even joining, but just it's just like few days we are active on Twitter, LinkedIn. So we have
Okay.
started getting a lot of messages around Fueler. So they are very happy with the product. So I guess we should be taking it more seriously from now. Taking it to
Right.
more people, because we have product managers here, designers here, developers here, writers here, freelancers here. So you can say this is going to be our ideal place platform where we are going to tell more about Fueler. Okay, so
Right.
yes, this is the
Absolutely.
plan at the moment. For next 3 months, we are going to be very active on LinkedIn. Okay,
Okay.
yes.
That's great. And like, what are your future plans for like building the future?
Okay, so so this is a very unpredictable thing, like, so you have no idea what happens in the next 6 months, very honestly. Okay,
Okay.
so but if you ask me, like Fueler, we envision a time, where you wake up to opportunities, right? So you have opportunities to choose from. That is what we want to build for the future. Okay,
Okay.
so say for example, like you have your proof of work in hand. Okay, you have done a lot of work, you have done work around this stuff. Okay, and it's fun. Okay, you can choose the companies you can apply to, because currently you have proof, right? You can showcase what you have done, right? So based on that, you have this freedom to choose the companies you want to work for, right?
Okay.
So yes, that is what we are envisioning to build with Fueler. And obviously our product is at the intersection of education and your future of work, where you have this freedom and flexibility. Okay, to choose your to choose the kind of work you want to do, right?
Right.
So yeah, like this is what we are trying to do. And obviously building a platform for the generalist individual, where you are good at a lot of things,
Okay.
right? And you are able to prove yourself ki, hey, like I'm not just good at design, I'm also good at products as well, I'm also good at writing. Okay, also I'm some sort of good at front end as well. Okay, so you are
Yeah.
able to prove that.
That's like giving variations basically.
Yes, absolutely. So, Furor Bucket allows you to create multiple landing pages of your work, right? So that is one of the advantages that you have. Okay, you don't have to rely on one profile where you share all of your work to your prospective clients and stuff. So what Fuller does is it helps you create multiple landing page of your work. Okay, so that is another thing that is very loved by a lot of people, all of our users.
Yes.
Because this way they can one person can become multiple personalities. Okay, so
Right.
it allows them to become that. No, so yeah.
Absolutely. Even I am loving that, and I'm even planning to get like publish my different works on that platform. So I'm currently building
Amazing.
that, but yeah, soon I'll publish that. Perfect.
Yes,
I
thank
guess
you. Thank you.
yeah. I guess we're short of time, but we still have 2 questions to cover.
It's
So
fine.
moving on, like any tips for young entrepreneurs you wanted to say?
Oh yes, absolutely. Like there are a lot of lot of things to share. I would say like read a lot. Okay, so I'd start with that. Because when you have insights, when you know something, you'll be able to fuel others, right? Yes.
Right.
So it's super important for you to know something. Okay, read a lot. trust me, read a lot. When I say this, I'm very serious. Okay, reading is not easy thing. People take it very lightly or say very casually, right? But reading will take you places, trust me.
Okay.
Early in your career, I would suggest anybody just go and read books. Okay, read obviously, to build your habit, go with the easy ones, that then read hard books, okay, where you are actually gaining insights, okay, and obviously try to write and apply those, right? So reading has helped me a lot personally. That is why I insist other to please read a lot, read books, read articles, okay. And number two would be like Twitter. Like
Yeah.
whoever, whatever, like wherever you are, whatever age currently you are, just go on the platform, like try to add value, okay. uh, just by showing up every day, connecting with people, okay. Don't just lurk around. There are a lot of people, they just like lurk, just they don't interact, just lurk. So
Right.
please change this habit, okay. You won't believe, Sahil Lavingya, like founder of Gumroad, he says 90% of the people, like they just lurk on social media, so don't be that person. Try to interact in any way you can, because that way you are actually presenting yourself on the internet, right?
Right.
So even though you don't have to add a lot of things, just go interact with people, like their post, comment, then just say congratulations, at least say at least wish them, that way you're
Exactly.
actually supporting someone, okay. Then slowly build up your own things, okay. So
Right.
number two, that like it's that. And number three would be, go and associate yourself with startup, okay.
Okay.
Don't just sit and think of starting up, just go talk with startup, talk with team members, just find a way to get in. There are a lot of people, they just make excuses, as in like they won't be paying me, the internship that pays very low and stuff, don't these are these are just excuses, on in college you don't have a lot of things to lose, okay. After
Right.
college, that is very difficult for you, right? That you have to make some money, and yes, you need income. But in colleges, most of us are this is possible for them, they just go and associate with startup. See, when you're working with a startup, the mindset is different, totally different, okay. And obviously
Right.
choose the startup you really like. It's not like कि this बाहर से अच्छा दिख रहा है, so like बहुत cool होगा अंदर भी, ऐसा
Exactly.
जरूरी नहीं है, ठीक है. So
Exactly.
go study about them, learn their culture, what they are trying to do, are they writing about themselves, ठीक है, वो बहुत जरूरी होता है, ठीक है. So number three would be this, so go
Yeah.
associate with yourself with startup. It will make you a different person, because the mindset is totally different in a startup.
Exactly. And people get to know and learn so many things and stuff.
Absolutely, like startup compresses 20 year of journey into 5. So just imagine the kind of the kind of knowledge sharing and activities, okay, you get to see, okay.
Exactly.
Just ask any person who has worked in a startup, okay, the discussion is different. Even you just join a meeting and listen to others, what everybody is speaking, it's crazy, right? So that is how startups are. Whatever we see in the social media is just the tip of the iceberg, but behind that there are a lot of processes that goes behind, okay.
Exactly. Perfect. I guess last question for the session, like how you balance your work life thing together being a young entrepreneur.
uh, so
I
like
kept
there
this
is
question
no
for last, but yeah.
no, that's totally fine. So like for me, see, currently I don't see any balance and stuff, okay, very honestly, okay. I wake my eyes, okay, I have meeting to attend, okay, just jump into meeting, talk with the team, staff, plan for the day, have food, work. So there is no balance, very honestly. And I guess this goes with every team, every startup team out there,
Right.
okay. Unless you are second time founder or third time founder, where you have money, okay, you have team, okay, and you just assign the work, okay, and you just wait for the review and stuff, okay. So for us like it's there's no balance, trust me, okay. But it's not like this is very I won't say it's very toxic, okay, but it's something I enjoy, like I love hustle, it's something
Right.
that defines me, my career, my journey, my story, okay. So even though you don't have a like clear path you have to do, but at least you are putting in every effort, okay, having that intention to do your best on everything that you take up, right? So that is what has worked for me. And yes, for recreation stuff, I do watch movies occasionally. I talk with a user, trust me, it's a very
That's
fun
great.
part of this, okay. And listen to music, okay, that is also one of my hack. When I'm writing email, I listen to music, okay,
Okay.
because like music gives you happiness, okay, it gives you energy, right? So when you're happy mood, okay, whatever you write, okay, it's literally pouring your energy on that like what your statement or whatever you are saying through email,
Right.
right? So it really helps. So yeah, these are some of the things that I do on a regular basis. Okay, and regarding the balance, there is no balance. As I told you, from waking up to sleeping, there's always
Right.
this work in my mind. At
Yeah,
times,
and that's normal, I guess.
correct. Everybody goes through this phase, you know, like even I'm sleeping, you know, like kabhi kabhi neend toot jata hai, like you have this in mind ki shit ye karna, ye bolna tha. So I just go on the channel and just drop this message, hey bhai,
Right.
ye wala cheez kar dena, ye wala cheez upload kar dena, ye cheez update kar dena. So these things are real,
Right.
you know, these things are crazy, like रात के
And
4 बजे
एकदम
5
से
मिनट.
याद आता है, एकदम से
Yes,
you have to do
correct.
this, that. Even मेरे साथ भी होता है.
Correct. So yes, I feel every like entrepreneur or say first time founders, they go through this phase, you know. And yes, it's on you totally, like how you're taking it. Okay, how what sort of energy you have. Okay, so
Right.
yes, I would say it's very subjective to people what they do. Okay, उनका क्या होता है? I don't know. This is about me. It's very raw and unfiltered. ठीक है? Yes.
Perfect. I guess that's the end of the questionnaire, and I really thank you, Riten, for sharing so much insightful, like your journey part and insightful
Pleasure.
talk about your journey. And now, I'll just end up by asking you your quote you live by.
So there are a lot of quotes, you know, like trust me, there are so many things. But something that that I take very seriously, at least at this moment of my like life, you know, it's just keep going, you know, just keep going, just keep going. Things will get better. Okay, if things are worse at the moment, okay, things will get better. Okay, just keep going. If it is good, it's good. You forget about the situation, right? But when
Exactly.
it's tough, you always think of this thing na ki kaise इस zone se nikalna hai, you know.
Hmm.
So that is the hardest time, I guess, for any entrepreneurs out there, you know, when they zoom into this stuff. But obviously even those are important, you know, it gives you a reality check. So yes, for me it's keep going, you know, just keep going whatever it is. Okay, and apart from this, there are a lot of other things for community stuff, you know, we guys were lifting others, you know, that is super important.